Welcome back. That introduction was befitting of a singular prestigious personality, a representative of God on earth, a legion of God's words compacted in a body, Major General 1, Senior Prophet, Dr. Khan Ebube Muonso.
This ministry started in the year 2006 in Abuja, where I went to seek for a job opportunity. And on that very day, the message came that made me to remember the first message that came after the experience I had where I went to worship God in one particular church at Nsukka. So I decided to surrender. When I surrendered to God, I continued. I left one day to the mountain where I was talking to God about the gift of vision. I stayed there for like 14 days without eating, without drinking. I was there talking to God until a point when I received a voice. My eyes was open and I saw the dove of the Lord. And I heard a voice from above saying, I am going to use you to turn the world upside down for good. And anyone I'm giving prophecy and the person failed to understand that I should hold Bible like this, close my eyes, open it. When I open it, the last chapter in that Bible, first verse and the last verse will repeat my prophecy. And it will make the person to understand that I am not saying it on my own, that is direct from God. That is an evidence that will prove to them that indeed what he's saying is from God. This is how this ministry came. When I came down from the mountain, it was something else. Everything changed automatically. I saw myself prophesying miracles happening each time I heard a program. I saw many things happening. When I prophesy, it will come to pass. If I tell you that I saw where you are going to conceive and give birth to a male child, and after the conception, during the time of delivery, the person will still deliver a male child.
I joined this ministry as a member. First, second time I was prophesied to. Then from there, God showed me to him. It was a tough one, very tough one. Indeed, I located this ministry by my mom. When I was in Lagos, she did call me to call this man of God. That all that I was suffering from then would be solved once I'm able to get him on phone. But I couldn't call him then because I was feeling calling him is of no use to me because I have met so many men of God, which at that time my problem was not solved. So I was taking them as the same until I had a problem at work and I came down for Xmas. So my mom talked that they had a program. We should join, we should come, let's go. And I was forced to come. Then that was how I was located. Today, I'm who I am. Because as a mother general, as a Jew of the church, you're there, you're created or you're used by God to nurture the people in the kingdom of God. And nurturing them are meanings. You have to care for them, provide for them, protect them, influence the people that you're meant to influence, love them, care for them in all rounds. And God has been seeing me through by God's grace. A message to the members of this ministry and even outside this ministry is to just believe in your prophet. If you've not found one, you need a prophet in your life. Because in 2 Chronicles 20:20, the Bible says, when you believe in a prophet, you will prosper. And every other thing around you, even the enemies, you will defeat them. So believe in your prophets. And if you don't have one, try and have one. Because prophetic messages is very important to all of us. Where there is no prophet, people perish. So you just need a prophet in your life, and you need them urgently for your life to be saved, for your life to be liberated. That's the same thing that happened to me. And since then, I've been liberated. And permanently, I shall be liberated. My message to everyone around me, and even those outside this ministry, is that they should come, find their prophets, and stick to their prophet, and obey the words of their prophet. Because the voice of a prophet is like the voice of God. The thing that God has done for me, that is making me joyous, that I will ever remain grateful to God, is a husband like Major General Prophet Frank. I will forever remain grateful to him, because I don't think I would have been able to be with any other man.
Oh, to God be the glory. He's my personal pastor. He is the man that turned things around in my local government. When my present chairman came on board, he came in as a special advisor to the chairman, and he started having intercession for the local government. Incidentally, Nsukka became great again. He is the Jesus I can see around me. He is the Jesus of our time. I've never seen anybody to be compared with him, because I came out from a church. In fact, the first thing I discussed with him, I came to him as a father. I ran to him. I told him, Daddy, my pastor said a particular something, and he cancelled against that. I now saw him as a real man of God. In fact, we are planning to celebrate Daddy so much, because he has celebrated so many people, and we have not had cause to return back thank you to him. So at this point, we now know that we must come together to pay him back by celebrating his birthday. My heart desire in his present age is that God will give him his own personal heart desire. I also pray for him that at last he will make heaven. His passion is to always see people happy. He loves to see where there's unity. He also believes in imparting life into people, and he has done so much to so many people. I have a friend outside my council. The wife was pregnant and with a cesarean, with a cross section, something like that. I just told him, don't go to the doctor or don't go back to that hospital. Come and see my pastor. He came with me, saw the pastor. The pastor just told him to place a call across to the wife, and he prayed with the wife and asked them to go for another scan. Incidentally, the next scan showed that the baby was seated well. So that colleague of mine comes in from Enugu every day. We normally have our meetings to worship with us, and the wife is there to dedicate the baby. She said that she will come to dedicate the baby in his church. So he has really imparted to people's lives so much. Daddy is acceptable, he's accessible. You can always access him anytime, any day, and he's always smiling, happy to pray for people. Even if you see him in a public function, he must lay hands on you. So that makes so many people come closer to him, because so many men of God are not accessible. They will tell you the GO, you pay to see the GO, you book appointment to see the GO, but with Daddy Ebube Muonso, you don't do that. You see him anytime, any day. He's ready to attend to you. I will ask him to Nonubani Jideki.
I knew him through my boss, High Chief Honorable Patrick Kenechukwu Omeja. We've interacted on a number of occasions, but primarily, immediately after our inauguration, my boss made it compulsory that all appointees and other staff of the council will always attend a prayer session that is usually officiated by Ebube Muonso every Monday. Ebube Muonso has kept faith with this schedule for about 14 or 15 months, about 20 months that we have run this council. And it beats my imagination how he has very passionately kept to this schedule. He must always be here every Monday to spiritually rejuvenate us and prepare us for the work ahead of the week. Birthdays are very special days. Everybody should respect his or her birthday because you may not know the reason why God decided that out of 365 days in a year, or 366 as the case may be, that you came to Mother Earth on a particular hour, on a particular minute, on a particular day. It is spiritual. It goes with a lot of things. It's a moment of reflection. It's a moment of introspection into the journey so far, as well as projections into the future. It's also a moment of thanksgiving. At the instance of Ebube Muonso's birthday, as our spiritual director, definitely, we all are committed towards making sure that he's happy, that he's fulfilled on that day, because he has impacted very, very positively on our lives, in our career, in our vocation, as not just politicians, but those at the helm of affairs of this local council. When you are speaking, you did mention that his intervention in the council, his intercession in the council every week has really done much. This council is usually turbulent. It is turbulent because it's about the largest local government area in not just Enugu states, I can say in Southeast Nigeria. This is a place we have about 114 primary schools, when the whole Jigawa state is just about 118 or thereabout for a local government, I didn't say states, to have 114. Of course, we deliver the highest vote in Enugu State, so a lot is expected of us. This is the second city outside the Enugu Municipal Council. The next place here is Nsukka. So a lot is on our table. We have bulks of files and activities to handle on a daily basis. If not that today is a Friday, this place is bubbling. But on a Friday, which is natural, the weekend is here, so people will naturally begin to reduce the tempo that the week is down. So indeed, with his prayer, with his spiritual rejuvenation every Monday, things, Nsukka has been relatively very, very peaceful. Despite the fact that we have a University of Nigeria Nsukka here, you will think that there are cult activities, there are kidnapping. Generally in the country we have security concerns. But it may interest you to know that Nsukka is quite peaceful and tranquil. All these things we owe to his spiritual intervention in the council every now and then. So indeed, having done this much for us, it is time for us to reciprocate his gesture. And I want to tell you that my boss and then those of us behind him is planning a very wonderful birthday package for him.
Good. Ebube Muonso, I know him as the Major General 1. He's a very good and close friend of mine. Very good and close friend, and we're married from the same place. Ebube Muonso is a prophet well known, at least for over 15 good years. Even when we were living in Abuja then, we do come down to Nsukka with a Highlander to help some people, sick ones, performing some miracles. And I've been in his program like 3 times. I even watch him in Facebook, see good work, how people get their deliverance through him. And like sometimes last 2 months, we were together when he prayed for a boy that is not seeing, and the boy's eyes opened immediately. So I don't see that like a magic, but I see it as a man who God gives that power to do the job. Very good. I believe that faithful day I will pray rain will not fall, and we are going to celebrate it in a very big form. I will be there in person with my friends so that we can join together, wine together, and do the rest together. I've been seeing him performing miracles, doing good work, helping poor ones, delivering those people that have a problem, Madam Marine, all those kind of power from. And there's another one he did in my presence. A girl who he called and said, your brain is empty. I want to feast back your brain. And he feeds back the brain. So such kind of person, I always pick them, because for me, I'm a man of justice. So I love people who play justice to any good thing that is going on. Number 1, my wish and prayer for him. I see Ebube Muonso that is not going to stop only in Nsukka here. I've been even advising him. I said, boy, you have talent and God has blessed you with this power. You have to go for that. Open branches other places and use this your power to help other people that cannot come close to you. Because Nsukka is not close to Lagos State. It's not close to Adamawa, like North, East, and West. So you can't be one place. So my advice is for him to extend more and tell them more about God, so that he can draw those people that don't know God to know God. I have done many things to my friends. And for me, I believe he always put me in prayer. And since I joined the job I'm doing today, since we are friends, sometimes early morning he will call me and say, be careful the type of job you are going today. Be careful, look at problem, this. Pray. Pray so Bible, pray so version. When I go, any job I do that day will be satisfied and I will be happy. There was a day last 3 months he called me, he said, if you are going to work today, you are going to jam armed robbers. That man is with gun, but you will arrest him. And faithfully, that fateful day, we arrested a boy with a battle pistol. After his prayer.